Oh, say, can you say? Oh, my brothers, oh, my sisters, these are terrible tongue twisters. By Dr. Seuss. This one's gonna be fun. Title page. Oh, say, can you say? By Dr. Seuss. Said a book-reading parrot named Huey, the words in this book are all phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips and backflips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis. All right. Fresh, fresher, freshest. Do you like fish? It's just fine at Finney's diner. Finney also has some fresher fish. That's fresher and much finer. But his best fish is his freshest fish. And Finney says with pride, the finest fish at Finney's is my freshest fish French fried. So, don't order the fresh or the fresher fish at Finney's. If you're wise, you'll say, fetch me the finest French fried, freshest fish that Finney fries. That's some fish. Din's shin. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin. And the bones fall out of the left front shin. Then we have to call in Pinner Blinn, who comes in his handy shin pin bin. And with a thin Blinn shin bone pin, Blinn pins Din's shin bones right back in. Okay. Bed spreader, bread spreader. Bed spreader spreads on beds. Bread spreaders spread butter on breads. And that's bed spreader better watch out how he's spreading, or the bread spreader sure to going to get butter on his bedding. Okay. Ape cakes gape cakes. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are the keener keen apes are to gobble green grape cakes. They're great. Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? It's really quite easy for me. I just look in the mirror and I say what I see. And then I just say what I see. Now let's talk about money. You should leave your knocks home when you travel by air. If you take them along, they'll charge double the fare. And if your knocks must be packed and locked up in a Knox box, which costs much, much more than a little old Fox box. So it heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your fox than waste all that money on boxes and groxes. And what do you think costs more? A simple thimble or a single shingle? A simple thimble could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess. So I think that a single shingle should cost more than a simple thimble would. Eat at Zipper Zips. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips and a chop at Skipper Zip's Clipper Ship Chip Chop Shop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one's easy. Wow. See everything? Okay. The Fudnullers. There are so many things that you should know, and that's why I'm bothering. Telling you so. You should know the first names of the Fudnuller brothers, who like to pile each other on their heads of others. If you start at the top, there's Bipper and Bud, and Skipper and Jipper, and Jeffrey and Judd, Horito and Horace and Hendrick and Hud. And then there's Din Woodle and Dinty and Dud. Also there's Fitzsimmon and Frederick and Fudd. And Silky and Stinky and Stewart and Stud. And down at the bottom is poor little Lud. But if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud. You see? Alright. What's next? That one was that. That one wasn't easy. Quack Quack. We have 2 ducks, one blue, one black. And when our blue duck goes quack quack, our black duck quickly quack quacks back. The quack's blue quacks make her quite a quackier, but the black is quicker, quackier, backier. And speaking of quacks, reminds me of cracks and stacks and shacks and shacks and snacks. So, oh say can you say, I have cracks in my shack and I have smoke in my stack and I think there's snacks in the sack in the back. See? West Beast, East Beast. Upon an island hard to reach is the East Beast sits on his beach. Upon the West Beach sits on the West Beast. Each beast thinks he's the best beast. Which is best? Which beach is best? Well, I thought at first that the East was the best and the West was the worst. Then I looked again from the West to the East and I liked the beast on the East Beach least. Peep pats pigs. Pete Briggs pats pigs. Briggs pats pink pigs. Pigs pats big pigs. Don't ask me why, it doesn't matter. Pete Briggs and Pink Pig, big pig patter. Peter Briggs pats his big pink pigs all day. Don't ask me why, I cannot say. Then Pete puts his patted pigs away in his Pete Briggs pigs big pigs pig pen. Fritz food, Fred food. Fritz needs Fred and Fred needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz with Ritzy Fred food and Fritz feeds Fred with Ritzy Fritz food. And Fritz, when fed, has often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz. Fritz, a Fritz fed Fred. How can you tell a clocks from a glocks? Well, the glocks, you will notice, has a lot of black spots. The clocks is quite different with a lot of black dots. But the big problem is that the spots on the glots are about the same size as the dots on the clots. So you first have to spot who of the one of the dots is. Then it's easy to tell who's a clots from a glots is. Can you tell? Okay. What would you rather be when you grow up? A cop in a cop's hat, or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's hat? Or a fat flapjack flapper in a flat flapjacker's cap? Or, if you think you don't like cops' caps or flapjacks flappers or cupcake cooks' caps, maybe you're one of those choosy chaps who likes kooky captain's caps, perhaps? Wow, see that kooky cat? More about Blinn. Remember him? Well, when Blinn comes home tired from working his penning shins, the happiest hour of old Blinn's day begins. Mr. Blinn is a father of musical twins, who's tuckering twin instruments under two chins. Lull their dad to sleep with twin Blinn violins. And, oh say can you say, far away in Berlin is a musical urchin named Gretchen von Schwinn. Has a blue-footed, true-footed, trick-fingered, slick-fingered, six-fingered, six-string, 10-Schwinn mandolin. Violins. Okay. Rope soap, hop soap. If you hope to wash soap off a rope, simply scrub it with scrope. Scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you should wish to wash soap off a hope, I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly soaped up hoop soak in soapy Cooper super soap off hook soak suds. Merry Christmas, Mush. One year we had a Christmas brunch with a Merry Christmas mush to munch. But I don't think you care for such. We didn't like much. And speaking of Christmas, here are some great gifts to give your daddy. If your daddy is named Jim, and if Jim swims, and if Jim's slim, the perfect Christmas gift for him is a set of Slim Jim swim fins. But if your daddy's name is Dwight, and he likes to look at birds at night, a gift for Dwight might be right is a bright Dwight bird flight night sight light. Okay, all the fathers named Jim and Dwight. But never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus has whiskers is not a good pet. And a walrus which whispers is worse even yet. When a walrus lips whispers through a tough, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ears will get blisters and biskers. And that's almost enough of such for one day. One more and you're finished. Oh, say, can you say? All right, one more. Let's see. The storm starts when the drops start dropping. When the drops stop dropping, then the storm starts stopping. Yay!